What's good, Black Star Podcast? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Jared. Y'all, today we're going to be looking at a video from Anton Daniels. Now, I still got to cover the whole Glorilla and, got to cover Glorilla and Cardi talking at, the Kamala Harris rally. But I want y'all to see this. And this is why I don't trust politicians or the Obamas anymore. Because of this shit right here. Look at this.
If you don't get this election right, your wife, your daughter, your mother, we as women will become collateral damage to your rage. Are you as men prepared to look into the eyes of the women and children you love and tell them that you supported this assault on our safety? We have every right to demand that the men in our lives do better by us. To make these choices clear to the men that we love. Our lives are worth more than their anger and disappointment. And we are more than just baby-making vessels. If you are a woman who lives in a household of men that don't listen to you or value your opinion, just remember that your vote is a private matter. Regardless of the political views of your partner, you get to choose. You get to use your judgment and cast your vote for yourself and the women in your life to make it plain to the men in our lives that we need to stand not with Trump, but with us.
Hold on right quick. But I got a question though. Isn't it women's right to choose whether to get pregnant or not? That is the real question. Is it women's choice to get pregnant or not? Because we're going to take the whole great situation out of it. Because that doesn't happen all the time. It happens, but it doesn't happen to the majority of the time where women get pregnant willingly and when there's hundreds of contraception on the damn market. So that's the real question. Let's continue.
We need them to vote for the only candidate in this race who will protect our lives. We need them to vote for Kamala Harris.
Okay. So, Michelle Obama. Go ahead, Ty. You unmuted. You want to go first?
No, I said that was a real first lady. You know, we don't have nude photos of her online and stuff like that. So shout out to Michelle Obama.
Oh, because Trump's wife. Okay. Anybody want to address what she said?
I do.
Triggered and Ava. Go ahead. It's all Ava's hand.
Okay.
Stay on topic, y'all. Stay on topic to what she said.
I will. So yeah. Yes, I get it that Trump is saying that he doesn't want to ban all abortions, right? He just wants it to be a state matter. However, this is the problem. Trump doesn't have any policy.
Where are you getting Trump from? We just watched a video about Michelle.
I'm talking about abortion. She was talking mainly about women's rights.
We're talking about the video that just played. Trigger, you didn't see it?
I saw it.
That's what we're talking about. It's a new topic.
I agree with what she's saying about abortions, about women needing to have that right. There are emergent abortions needed that weren't able to be had even recently because of it only being a state's thing and people not acting to save people's lives that needed it because they didn't want to be in trouble for aborting in a state that ruled against it. You know, even though
I swear, every time her ass start talking, I want to go to sleep. Why is she talking?
Yes, he wants it to be a state matter. There's also possibility for criminalization of this. And this just isn't right for people who want to choose what they want to happen to their body. So I agree with everything that she said. And you said you was gonna let me say my piece a little bit about before because I didn't get to say anything.
We moved on. We moved on to 132 super chats. We're not about to be here all night. Okay.
All right, I said my piece on that. I agree. Go ahead.
Yeah. Go ahead, Ava.
I don't have anything to say right now because I didn't see the video. I don't know if my computer froze or what, but I didn't get to see the video you put up, so I don't even know what's going on.
It's okay. Anybody else want to comment on that? Molly?
I feel like with the Obamas, we can't really see. We know that Kamala's a puppet. We know somebody's pulling the strings. We can't really say who or what entity of individuals are. But I think it's really safe to say that the Obamas are still, they're just trying to keep that control. I don't think it has anything to do with Kamala. I don't think it has anything to do. They want to keep control over the country. They want to steer it in the direction that they want to steer it in.
She was
It's not
only talking
healthy.
about Kamala's policies.
What and then
Anton ain't shit. This thing ain't shit. Damn. He said, fuck this. Let me go get my damn back. Damn.
then she wants to talk about women, but Democrats can't even say what a woman is. So what's a woman? Who are we trying to speak up for? No, we're not talking about Trump. We're talking about Michelle Obama.
Yeah, let her finish, Trigger, and then you can move on her. Yeah, let her finish. Let her finish.
No policy that y'all
Like the feminism, the sowing discord between households and marriages, and you don't have to tell him and you don't have to listen to him and you need to shame him because you're not safe. No, it's not safe. It's men walking into women's bathrooms and Michelle Obama encouraging it. That's what's not safe.
That's a fact.
Feel safer when men, because men are going to vote for Trump over Kamala. That's what makes me feel safe, because this is literally symbolic. With Trump, if Kamala wins, it's over for masculinity in this country, and that needs to be addressed. There's a masculinity crisis. We can't say it's not. There's a femininity crisis. The women are the men are the women. And I don't want to see a country like that. I don't want to have children grow up in a perverse world, in a perverse country where adults can't even tell them what's a man or a woman. And we want to say, go behind your man's back or
your
shame him.
president
Like,
is going to want to grab.
he's not going to pay
Let her
nobody's bills.
finish.
No. Michelle's not going to pay anybody's bills when these households break up over her rhetoric. It's very destructive. The whole Democratic Party is destructive. I'm tired of Michelle Obama. I'm tired of Barack Obama. I'm tired of Bill Gates. I'm tired of all of these people who are funding this whole Democratic push. I really wish that they would have, like NASCAR, just put the patches of all their sponsors on them so we know who's pulling your puppet strings. That's it. Like, I don't understand how y'all are constantly defending, unless you are okay with the perversion. How are y'all defending this?
You done, Molly?
Yeah, go ahead.
Go ahead, Trigger. Trigger, I'm gonna start muting your ass. You let her finish. Then rebuttal. Go ahead, rebuttal.
Do get a little emotional, but I love everybody on the panel. I love you, Molly. I don't mean to be over talking y'all, so sorry. But yes, I don't see how y'all support Trump. Trump is blatantly like discarding to women. He doesn't care about their rights. He's very misogynist. He's proud of the fact that some women he can just play with, and he doesn't care. He's a tyrant. He everybody wants him to have this freedom that no other president has ever had. It's going to be crazy if he wins. Now, I really am confident that he won't. I really think most people are getting the fact that this is a criminal. This is a person who's lying to get people's votes, who has no policies, right? So y'all were always about, oh, Kamala, what are her policies? Kamala.
She said he don't have no policies. Ooh. Look at that later. She says Trump don't have no policies. Okay. I forgot he took that picture. I forgot he took that fucking picture. Yeah. What? He don't have no policies, but he has literally 20 talking points that he's been talking on, and Kamala just came out with hers. So what is this dumb bitch talking about?
Has laid out her policies. I might not know all of them, but I'm good on voting for her. I'm no longer asking y'all to vote for her. What are you standing on Trump? Doesn't have any policies on his website. It's no policies. He has nothing. He hasn't even stood behind Project 2025. He's trying to downgrade it because it's disgusting, right? So if that's not his policies, what are? He does not have any policies, and she can't.
Keep in mind, I read and I did a whole video on Project 2025. So it's a heritage foundation creation of policies. So she don't know what the hell she's talking about. She sound ignorant as shit.
Came out with some, even though she just got nominated as the head, a few months ago. She came out with policies. Where are Trump's policies?
Trigger.
But y'all do not.
Trigger, you're in
outside of immigration and BS about the government that y'all really don't know what the fuck y'all talking about. And so that's all I got to say. Y'all
I don't care about.
Meanwhile, Kamala's the same woman that failed as the board of czar. She's the same woman that literally was the tie-breaking vote, either in Congress or the Senate. I think it's Congress, so that they can vote in the policies that fucked up your pockets. But you still over here on this damn tirade. You ain't said nothing but a word, bitch. Shut up.
Women though, Trigger. I don't care about women. I care about the economy.
And y'all was tap dancing to try to find something.
I don't care about women. I don't care about women's rights.
But
I don't
we
care.
know that the Democrats also want to reform immigration because we already know that that's our mission too. Nobody.
They created the problem. What the fuck? Are we looking at the same shit? Who in there now? Biden and Harris. They created this whole migrant situation. The fuck?
It's wrecking places. For Black people. I don't care about that. I care about the economy, Trigger.
Only Republicans are like, what is she going to do for Black people? And then when you ask them what Republicans are going to do for Black people, they're like,
right? No, I do not care. I will vote for Trump because I do not care about women's reproductive rights. No, I don't.
That they're doing stuff for all people. That is only the.
I care about the economy. I care about the fact that, do you guys know how much stuff gets imported? We don't make almost anything here in this country. If something super worse than COVID, if something extremely catastrophic happened and all the ports shut down, do you know how much we would not have here? Do you know how much food, products, supplies we would not have because we get it all from other countries? You would be shocked. Do y'all research?
And I also
y'all
know
are willing to sell out to China.
I don't have to do research.
Y'all don't know that. Y'all don't know that. Y'all don't know anything.
Yeah, we do. Y'all don't have to insult people.
All y'all know is y'all know reproductive rights.
Yeah, no, that wasn't even my argument.
Y'all probably don't know every single part of y'all anatomy as a woman.
That wasn't even my argument at all.
I'm just saying you're butting into her.
I don't even agree with
you
abortion.
must want this smoke too, so come on.
I thought we was dialoguing, but I can go on.
But you're jumping in for Trigger, so I don't know. Y'all are confusing.
Actually, I wasn't jumping in for anybody. I was dialoguing.
Well, let's go.
I asked you a question. I said, why don't you agree with women's rights? Like, why don't you? Because
what rights don't we have as women? What rights don't we have as women? In 2024, almost 2025, I can literally go and take testosterone and become a man. So what rights don't I have as a woman?
That wasn't the question.
You asked me, why don't I? What right? I'm confused as to what rights are we fighting for as women.
I said, why you said you don't care about women's rights. And I said, why?
I don't care to fight for women's rights because the economy and the immigration crisis is way more important than everybody getting abortions.
So why does us caring about women's rights debunk the fact that there's an issue with the economy? Why can't
Because all people want to say is how terrible Trump is to women. What does it have to do with the presidency in China?
That doesn't mean anything to y'all.
I didn't say that.
No, it does not. Not when groceries are going up. Not when people are flooding the country. Not when cities are going bankrupt. Not when crime is through the roof.
I think
Trump
all
has
it
been
is.
blowing the whistle about what the government has been doing since he started in office. He told us that they were trying to start needless wars and he was trying to stop them. What happened? He got out, Biden and Harris got in, and we are in every single country. Where are we not? We are in Israel, boots on the ground in Israel. Did you see how Afghanistan was parading our military equipment after that egregious pullout in Afghanistan from Joe Biden? Y'all are supporting the worst presidents in 70
I
years.
never.
Molly! Amen. Amen. She is preaching the word of God. This man, and not keep in mind, Trump survived 2 assassination attempts. Beat several illegal court cases. And y'all telling me something ain't right. Something ain't cooking in the grease right. That's all I'm saying.
Sincerely, who I was
70
supporting. So,
years. I mean,
But
we
we
can
pulled
assume.
out of Afghanistan. And you're
so
saying we should
no,
not
you
have
can't.
pulled
You
out
just
of
make an assumption.
Afghanistan? Is that what you're saying?
We pulled out. Matter of fact, let me see if I can pull up those videos from Afghanistan. Let me see if I can pull up those videos right quick while I'm on here. Look at this.
Over 800 Afghans amassed in the belly of a C-17 cargo jet, fleeing their country and Taliban rule. Thousands more swarming Hamid Karzai International Airport, desperately trying to escape.
Oh my God.
An American soldier giving water to dehydrated children, waiting and hoping to be evacuated. It's images like these that sent shockwaves around the world, as the United States undertook in just over a fortnight what President Biden called the largest airlift in U.S. history. In total, more than 123,000 people were evacuated, bringing an end to the U.S.'s 20-year war in Afghanistan. The final withdrawal began suddenly, August 15th, when the Taliban entered the capital and took in just a couple of days Kabul. Helicopters in a mad dash began evacuating the U.S. Embassy. It would later temporarily be relocated within the airport, a final strip of land under U.S. control. Caught off guard by the Taliban's advance, thousands of Afghans surged on the airport. Troop presence was bolstered to control the crowds.
We're here because we want to leave. We've left our home without food.
Taliban will not allow us to study, build our future, and especially for girls and women. That's why I want to leave my country.
Many waited hours and days to show visas and get past the armored gates of the airport.
So you telling me that Trigger didn't look up none of this shit? And this was 3 fucking years ago. And this was Biden.
Mr. President, there had not been a U.S. service member killed in combat in Afghanistan since February of 2020. You set a deadline, you pulled troops out, you sent troops back in, and now 12 Marines are dead. You said the buck stops with you. Do you bear any responsibility for the way that things have unfolded in the last 2 weeks?
I bear responsibility for fundamentally all that's happened of late. But here's the deal. You know, I wish you'd one day say these things. You know as well as I do that the former president made a deal with the Taliban that he would get all American forces out of Afghanistan by May 1. In return, the commitment was made, and that was a year before. In return, he was given a commitment that the Taliban would continue to attack others but would not attack any American forces. Remember that? I'm being serious. No, I'm asking you a question. Because before... No, wait a minute. I'm asking you a question. Is that accurate, the best?
About, but Mr. President, respectfully, since that I don't think that the issue that, do you think that people have an issue with pulling out of Afghanistan or just the way that things have happened?
I think they have an issue that people are likely to get hurt. Some, as we've seen, have gotten killed, and that it is messy. Imagine where we'd be if I had indicated on May the 1st I was not going to renegotiate an evacuation date. We were going to stay there. I'd have only one alternative: pour thousands of more troops back into Afghanistan. Ladies and gentlemen, it was time to end a 20-year war. Thank you so much.
But the problem with this is, Biden, is you have all of this chaos. And you left this is
Welcome back. I'm Austin Westfall. The Taliban celebrated their third anniversary of their return to power Wednesday at a former U.S. air base in Afghanistan.
Look at this.
But the AP says there was no mention of the country's hardships or promises to help the struggling population. Also of note, as you see, lots of U.S. military equipment was seen parading through the streets. I want to discuss with retired Marine Intelligence Officer Hal Kempfer. As always, Hal, it's good to see you. This one, I know there's been a lot of reaction to this. Your initial reaction to seeing this parade?
Oh, it's very frustrating. I mean, you're looking at a lot of U.S. trucks. I saw some MRAPs, which is a kind of an armored, it's a wheeled armored vehicle that really was for IEDs and mines that we developed.
That's them right there. They're right here. In the back behind these these armored international trucks, these weapon platforms right here. Those are these right here.
Mostly in Iraq, but it was also some were deployed up into Afghanistan. But you're looking at a lot of U.S. equipment. Now, one thing I do want to point out, those are not U.S. helicopters. I know you see them. Some are old Soviet helicopters, but they're not U.S. One of the things that when the U.S. left, it basically disabled all the aircraft. And when I say disabled, I mean did things to them where they can't get fixed, sort of disabled. And so that was one thing we did not let the Taliban get was aircraft. I'm not saying they may have scrounged parts or whatever and put maybe a Black Hawk or something in the air, but they don't really have much that way. So now, one of the things you're looking at, and this is an issue with the Afghan National Army, they were dependent on U.S. contractors to keep all that equipment running. So even though they inherited $7 billion worth of equipment.
Wait, $7 billion worth of equipment? So what the fuck is Trigger talking about? I'm going to do a video on that other video.
Saying, Molly?
You need to go run back the footage and go see how it happened. Yes, we should have. How he did it? Okay, no. So we left all of our equipment there for them to use against us, against whoever. We're funding Israel. We're funding Iran. We're funding all these wars, and we're funding both sides of the wars. Meanwhile, hurricanes happen, and people have to apply for $750 for their family that they may or may not get and that they may or may not have to pay back. How is that fair? How is that American? How is that patriotic?
How is Trump going to fix
you guys hate
there
this
you go,
country.
brought up Trump again. You can't just
hate this country.
shit without bringing up Trump.
Well, I don't disagree with
have to see y'all want to see an incompetent woman who's getting her puppet strings pulled.
Are moot points because they have nothing to do with Trump. Trump is not going to turn on the country's moral.
You're about to go run away to Nigeria, so it's not even going to affect you like that.
Wow, personal tax is crazy.
That's all I'm saying. And also, everybody was talking about how we were so great financially.
Hey, Molly, where's she gonna run away to?
Fucking Nigeria.
You're not even
Stinks in
going to be
Nigeria.
here to deal with all the fallout.
Tax law. Trump tax law does not end to the end of
Put her in the
2020.
bathroom. I'm tired of her mouth.
Listen.
So y'all like,
Trigger.
What about the $600? What about them wanting to tax small
Put her in the
businesses off
bag.
$600 sales?
Trigger.
The Biden-Harris administration wants to they want to charge people for making $600. Why do I have to get taxed on my small business for a $600 sale? How is that fair? How is that good for my pocket?
The 1%. They're trying to tax
No. This is no. They are
Molly,
taxing
she don't know
small
what you're
businesses.
talking about.
taxing them more. They're not
She don't
taxing
know-
small businesses. They're
she don't
actually
know
trying
what
to
you're talking
provide
about,
money
Molly.
for small businesses. Actually, what they're trying to do. Y'all are trying to take hot points
They can
and talk
tax
about the
you
ass
more.
and don't have
Do you
no
know how much small
Molly,
businesses
Molly.
pay in taxes?
They are
Molly,
not
let
trying to do that.
just
They're
let her,
actually trying
just
to
let her
tax the
slip. Let
wealthy.
her
Love you,
slip
Carrie.
her.
And they're not trying to tax the poor.
Trigger.
How is she saying that you're talking out of your ass when she the one that only do her research? I literally just showed you videos of what happened in Afghanistan. Are we really fucking this? In typical Harris voter.
See you tomorrow night, Carrie.
You wait till she's done.
No, stick around, bro.
Photo. Like it's just Jesus.
She don't even have a clue what you're talking about, Molly. She don't know why they hired 80,000 IRS agents. She don't even know why people are
To come
now
after the black-owned businesses mainly.
Yeah.
There
She
you
don't
go.
even know that the majority of the of businesses, small businesses, now only taking cash because they don't want to take any payments through Venmo, Cash App, or anything. Because now anything above $600 that's transferred from account to account, they have a financial accounting of it, and they can track your business down and overtax you as a result of it. See, they don't know none of this. They're not aware. They're not well studied. They don't understand how they're going to suffer.
So you guys should not be voting.
They just talking. They'll just and here's the worst part about it. Instead of asking a question and saying, "Man, I didn't know that. Let me do a little bit of a deep dive," or "Can you explain a little bit more to me?" They combating because they on this Democratic plantation, and it's only because that's the way
What
that
you're
they talk.
talking about this $600 in small business.
I just did.
You're saying
This ignorant ass broad don't listen. Let's bring And definitely about to be looking at that later on. Shit, I got a design for a damn rail cannon anyways, but I can't build the motherfucking target warehouse and the test facility. Okay, $650 tax on. Okay. So the implementation of a new law that requires TPSOs to issue a form 1099-K to anybody who receives more than $600 in a year will move from the 2023 tax year to the 2024 tax year. So the IRS once again is hold up. So they're pushing this shit back. So say for instance you have a wait, this is a year ago? No, this is almost a year ago. This actually was the beginning of this year. So basically what this is saying is, matter of fact, let's see something up to date. Okay, so the $600 rule involves payments through third-party transaction networks such as Venmo and PayPal. So basically, in a sense, the implementation of the IRS's $600 rule is being postponed to next year, giving affected taxpayers one more year before they may start receiving tax forms triggered by the lower reporting threshold. So basically, hold on. Essentially, if you use a third party payment platform like Cash App, like PayPal, Cash App, or Venmo to collect payments for your side gig or business, you must report payments of at least $600 to ensure this reporting. This is division. This damn. This is the division from an older rule with the higher threshold. So basically, in a sense, from what, because I ain't gonna try to steal Anton's words, but I'm probably a D student. I'm a D student, C student, or C minus student. I should say that. But from what this is saying, if somebody sends you a $600 payment on Venmo, Cash App, or PayPal, this is going to require you to have a 1099-K from that company. They're gonna send you a 1099, and if you don't report it, they'll overtax you or they'll collect your taxes. But they'll overcharge the hell out of you, basically.
Saying they can extra tax that just because it's from a business. Jesus Christ! And where is that happening?
Well, how are you having this conversation and you don't know? You don't know anything.
Tax program.
You ask questions and you don't know.
But I'm just, isn't that why you're supposed to ask questions?
No, nigga, they tell you something and you question stuff you don't know anything about. Like you're questioning the validity of what they're telling you and you don't know anything about it.
About this shit either.
You dispute everything they say and you don't fucking know.
You don't know either.
And I ain't saying shit, nigga. Like, I ain't saying shit, you dummy. I ain't saying
in there. Go Trump. Y'all don't know. Y'all just saying shit that this
nigga, I know my life was better when that nigga was the president. I know that shit, nigga. I know that shit. I know I have more money in my bank account.
We gotta do one
mic. I can fill up my truck, nigga, for like $10.
Trigger. We gotta do one mic. I don't understand how you guys can listen to somebody else while you're talking. I just don't get it.
It's so bad because most of the people that you ask why they voting for Kamala Harris, they'll tell you that it's because they don't. Basically, they try to cloak it like she got something. They can't say nothing. They're not informed, and then they basically go into Trump about what they like about Trump. And you know, going back to this original conversation, who is Michelle Obama to tell people to go against what's supposed to happen in their own household? Who the fuck is Michelle Obama to sit there and tell you that even if, you know what I'm saying? Like, even if your household has a standard, and then she disrespected men by calling them y'all partner instead of calling them y'all husbands. And then gonna say, regardless of what's happening in your household, when you go in that booth, you by yourself, you do what the fuck you want to do. And people follow these people. Y'all love Obama. Y'all love Michelle Obama so much. Y'all just be licking them up and sucking them up and thinking that they ever did. Man, what the fuck has they ever done for you? Ain't never did nothing for you. You know what they gonna do? They gonna go and they gonna go to they one of four mansions because they got rich. They got rich off of becoming president of the United States of America. They're going to fly back to their mansion. He going to build his presidential library in a city that he don't even be in no more. And he's going to go back to doing whatever the fuck they want to do. And they don't even pop out until every 4 years. You don't even see these people until 4 years later. Nobody's seen Obama for the last 3.75 years. All of a sudden, him and his wife is popping up telling men that if they don't vote for
supporting the right cause.
Yeah. If Kamala can't even leave,
Kamala's having celebrities come out to damn support her damn campaign. She ain't made now bit of campaign that was actually worth the damn. Cardi B, Glorilla, Meg Thee Stallion, Usher, DL Hughley. All these niggas have been to fucking Diddy parties. And you expect me to trust each one of these different niggas? Every one of these niggas been to Diddy parties. Bruh, I don't trust them. I don't trust them with shit.
She can't even lead her own campaign. She got every celebrity in Hollywood, every elite behind her.
Because they usually with them, and they're trying to get this Trump guy off the docket.
No. Listen, it has never been a time in history where someone was running for the president of the United States and they needed the whole Hollywood. The whole Hollywood. That's a red flag right there. Like,
I don't believe, Ava, honestly, I don't believe that these people is actually, first of all, the word is that they spending millions of dollars to pay these people to say what they saying. That's number one. So all y'all donations is going to Meg Thee Stallion, Beyonce, and Usher. All right. That's number one. Number two, and this is just my personal opinion, I believe they want this woman to get in the office because they need a favor.
I believe she's a puppet. I believe.
Well, no. I think that, listen, I'm saying that I think it goes back to something bigger. With all of these tapes that's flowing all around and all of this shit, I believe that these people are supporting this woman because they're going to need a favor.
Like I just said, every one of these people have been named in that Diddy Party document. Every one of them. So it ain't far-fetched. Just look around. Beyonce, Jay-Z, Usher, Cardi B, Meg Thee Stallion, Glorilla, Tyler Perry, not Brandon Jamal, the damn pastor. Fucking TD Jakes was on that one at one point. All these people have been involved with Diddy. And you really expect me to not think that any of these niggas is fucking out here doing some damn raggedy shit? Ain't no way, bro. Anyways, like, share, subscribe to channel, support the podcast, and spout.com. Boy, this shit getting crazy. I'll catch each and every one of you on the next one. I thank you guys for listening. I'll see y'all later. Bye, guys.